Good morning. Shaking up the almond milk so I can make a cup of coffee. You know, lots of times I'll say, oh, I'm going to live dangerously. And, because I'm concerned that the coffee is going to overflow. And there's probably people that say, why doesn't she measure, how much each mug holds and, measure her milk, whatever. And the thing is, I do. And I'm sure I'm going to remember. Well, that stuff, after a while, it just flies right out of my brain, and I don't remember. So after a while, I just stopped measuring, and I lived dangerously. So this morning, oh my goodness. You know what? Let me put this here. Put it in the little slots. I am going to have a Bianco Forte. This is a 7.77 ounce, and it's been formulated or whatever, They've picked out different kinds of coffee beans and stuff so that the brew that it will make will taste particularly good with milk, and milk won't dull important flavors, but it will bring out important flavors. Oh, good morning, Philip and Keitsa. If you're watching, please say something so I know you're there. So it should work in this cup because this is it's the cup that Philip and Keitsa told me about. A double-walled cup that's like 2 layers of glass. It's borosilicate glass, which is like Pyrex, like they use in a laboratory. So it can withstand boiling and freezing and microwaving, dishwasher. Of course, you don't want to clunk it against something because just like a flask or a beaker in a lab, if you hit it just at the right point, it'll shatter. So I always wash this in the dishwasher because then it can be held steady and I don't have to have it in the sink where I may end up knocking it against something, Well, do you remember, here, let me do this, when I was trying to get a coffee-scented candle and I read online about taking, let's see if I can hold, oh wait, I can move the phone, okay, about taking coffee beans and putting them in something and then, putting a glass and putting the candle in. Here, I turn this around. Yeah, there we go. That's a good view. So I did that. That's a tea light, a little bit of a squished tea light that I have in there. So, and that's real pretty. But it just doesn't heat the coffee beans up enough to bring a flavor or an odor. And, after a little while, the coffee beans lose their odor anyway when they're sitting out in the air. More than that, though, I found that what you end up with is a lot of dusty coffee beans. So it looks pretty, but after a while, there's going to be enough of a layer of dust on it that I'm probably just going to need to dump it out. So let's see, I've got a question. Do you find that almond milk changes its flavor when added to hot coffee? I recently tried some Blue Diamond reduced sugar vanilla almond milk. I like the taste cold, but when I add it to hot coffee, it overwhelms any coffee flavor. Oh, okay, even when added to an intense coffee, almost like roasted almonds. So, Philip and Keitsa are asking that question. I guess when I like to drink almond milk cold or warmed up, when I add it to coffee, I haven't thought about the flavor of anything except the coffee. Yes, it does dull, and we know that. We know that adding milk or cream to coffee will dull a lot of the flavor notes. This is what I'm thinking, though. I'm thinking that different people are sensitive to different things, as we know, like have 3 people taste the same thing. It's going to taste different to each of the people, right? Now, I use the 30-calorie almond milk, either the vanilla or the original, the plain, unsweetened. Because if I want to add sweetener to my coffee, I like to have control over that. I like to have, like my skinny syrup or an artificial sweetener or something. So I don't use the reduced sugar almond milk. Isn't that what you said you had? Let's see here. Reduced sugar vanilla. I don't know. But yeah, the almond milk generally dulls the flavor, except on this. This is on some coffees, including this one. It brings out flavors, adding milk. Now, of course, we've got dairy milk. Well, golly, what do we have? Usually in the market, you can get cow's milk and goat's milk in a lot of markets. If you can't get it in the refrigerator section, they very often have canned goat's milk. Oh, I love goat's milk, but it's full fat. Not gonna go there. But then when we come to non-dairy milks, oh my goodness. Not only do we have soy, cashew, almond, coconut, there may even be others I can't think of at the moment, but we've got the added variations of the different fat contents, the different sweetening. My gosh, the other day in the market I saw almond milk with bananas in it. And then you got chocolate, and there's just so much variation. It's like when I buy yogurt, I buy 0-fat, plain Greek yogurt. Because if I want to sweeten it or I want to flavor it, I want to be in control of that. It's just simpler for me, anyway. Well, let me get a spoon. Okay, spoon, where are you? Oh, okay, all the clean spoons are in the dishwasher. Here we go. I was going to say something else, too, besides about dusty coffee beans. I was going to say that, you can hear in my voice, I'm still sick today from the cold or whatever that I caught from my grandkids. And, yeah, I don't feel my best, but I do feel this way every morning, and I wanted to recommend it to you, that every morning, it's the start of a new day. Who knows what's going to happen? It can be an adventure, a challenge. I could be here and say, oh, I'm sick just like yesterday. Maybe even worse, listen to my voice. But no. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen today. Who knows? I'm excited about what's going to happen today because it's a new day. And even though sometimes to our perception, nothing's changing, it's the same old. But no, in fact, if you're alive, that means things are growing and changing. Mr. Rogers used to say that. How do you know something is alive? Because it grows and it changes. So if you're feeling down at all, or you feel like maybe you have a situation that's ongoing and it's difficult to deal with, I don't know, maybe your taxes. I already got my refund. Oh, thank the Lord. But, you know, even if something is hanging on, even if a lot of things seem the same, look for something that's different. Yet Mary Jo says a positive attitude helps in every way. It certainly does. I'm going to drink my coffee. You know what? I already walked Grayson, so he's not bugging me to go out. I think I'll sit down with him and enjoy this Nespresso Bianco Forte. Oh my goodness, my motivation app just flashed onto the top of my screen. I couldn't read the whole thing, but the first sentence said, kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world. You know, that's some good advice to take away today. Be kind and look out for something exciting or challenging. The rainbows are coming. Do you see that up there? That's something that I always love. On a sunny day, even just on a bright day. Okay, where'd you go, rainbows? Okay, there's one just kind of flashing back and forth. So the sun is coming out now, and it will give me some rainbows in my house. Yep, there's one up there, and it'll get brighter as the morning goes on. Oh, good morning, Phyllis. So we just have a few people watching this morning. Philip and Keitsa, Mary Jo, Phyllis. Thank you for watching. And you know, there's that old song, like a country song or folk song, keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. Do that.